Like, show us how your growth, how you dissected the game, what you thought we were in. Obviously, made some great plays extending with your legs. What was your strategy, philosophy of how to break down our defense?
Yeah, man, I think the key for us going into the game was we needed to run the ball. Like, that was a huge thing. Obviously, we played y'all the year before, and I felt like we ran the ball pretty well. So just going against y'all, I'm not trying to talk, but y'all linebackers, you know, I think y'all had a DB playing linebacker. I don't know, but like that was our goal, was to be able to run the ball, and it was going to set everything else up. And obviously, I think y'all biggest weapon is y'all pass rush. Great DBs over there too, but I feel like they rely on the pass rush. You know what I mean? When you got a great pass rush, you thinking the quarterback gonna get the ball out of his hands quick. And so we were able to, you know, take advantage of that by, you know, getting some chips on you, slow you down a little bit. D. Lawrence, slow him down a little bit.
The gift and the curse of a podcast. And Micah Parsons is doing a noble thing. I like his podcast altogether. Also, it's a curse because you get a chance to listen to the opposition on how they attacked, and they came in with a plan and they neutralized D-Law and they stopped and shut down Micah Parsons. The Cowboys went with the rollout of what they did against the Bills. Also, when you look at the biggest weakness of this team being linebacker, and Micah Parsons, even at his worst day, would have been better than a Marquise Bell, would have been better than a Damone Clark, would have been better than any of the linebackers on this particular team. And we could have got the same results from an edge rusher, from a Dante Fowler, from a Sam Williams, from a Dorrance Armstrong, because that's all Parsons was able to do, is to generate about, what, 2 tackles in this game, 1 or 2 pressures. Hey, the Green Bay Packers knew the Cowboys' weakness more than the Cowboys did. And one of the things that you have to do in this game, in this sport, you got to know your weakness. And you got to strengthen your strength, of course, but you got to know your weakness. And the Cowboys didn't come up with a game plan. And I don't want to bring in Dan Quinn to sabotage, man, but God, dog, it's clear that the Green Bay Packers, they studied, they planned, they came in with a precise attack on how to defeat the Cowboys. Now, I wish Jordan Love would have flipped it on Micah Parsons and asked him, hey, man, what were y'all game plan in that game? What did you guys try to do from a defensive philosophy? I would love to know from that perspective, because at the end of the day, man, we look crazy out there and it's embarrassing. Right? So the Micah Parsons podcast show, man, it's a gift and a curse. It's one of those things where it's some of the things you don't want to hear, but you're going to sit back and listen. Shout out to him and the CD Lamb post. I can't wait to talk about that. Shout out to Micah Parsons on this podcast. But, man, Jordan Love broke down where they attacked, and he pointed out, hey, man, y'all had DBs playing linebackers, and I knew that all we had to do is run the ball, and that's what we did the previous year, and they felt comfortable in your house. I can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. Also, we're going to talk about what my guy with the gold jacket said, that one of the greatest running backs of all time, Emmitt Smith. We're going to talk about what he said about these boys and everything down the stretch. Post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below, Cowboy Nation. I'm just going to say this once again. Man, we didn't plan. Oh, don't worry, because Mike Zim, he's going to make sure he have linebackers out there. We ain't going to be running DBs as linebackers for the 2024 season. DC for life, not for short. Let's get it. Salute.